Hey guys, it's Bianca. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing out a few new makeup products that I've gotten in the recent days. So let's just get into it. So the first thing that I'm going to test out today is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. My mom went and bought herself this this past weekend at Gateway, and I was like, do you mind if I do? So I'm going to test it out for you guys today, but just because I've never ever used a Estee Lauder foundation before. So this is the shade Double Wear. I got it in the shade 1N1, which is Ivory Nude, which I believe is the lightest shade. My mom and I are quite similar to in skin tone in comparison. So she's more of a cool undertone, I'm more of a warm. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's very luxe. This is 585 rand, so it's bloody expensive. Too expensive to not have a pump. Let me just put it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this on my skin. I'm going to apply it with a brush first and then blend it in. It actually smells like my MAC, believe it or not. So anyway, it has SPF 10 in here, which means it might have a little bit of flashback, but you do get 30 ml of product in here, but it does look quite dark. So I'm a bit nervous about that. So I'm just going to pour a little bit on the back of my hand. It is very, very runny. So I'm only going to put just a tiny bit. I don't want to put too much on at first. So let me just move this out the way. This is what the color looks like. It's very runny. This, like I said, this is the lightest shade that they had. So I'm a bit nervous. It looks very orange. We're going to go in with it. I've heard a lot of things about this foundation, some good, some bad, but today's going to be the test. I'm also hoping that it doesn't oxidize. Where did I put my mirror? Oh, it's in here. So I'm going to go ahead and press this into my skin. I'm going to press the foundation into my skin using my sponge. Just off the bat, the coverage is really good for the little amount that I put in. I would say I put about a pump on the back of my hand. The color actually isn't too bad. I think it's just because it was all in one go, but I think the pigment evens itself out really, really nicely. But yeah, this coverage is really, really good. Okay. So it looks really, really nice on the skin. It's not clinging to any of like the dry patches where I've put like my acne treatment or pimple treatment. What I'm going to do is there's a few that are quite 3D, so I'm just going to put a little bit more where I need that extra coverage. I do think it is oxidizing on my face though. Yeah, it is. I'm going to have to blend some down my neck and just... At least the undertone is okay though. So yeah, it's looking nice on the skin. I don't have any complaints. Yeah, I think it looks fairly nice all over the skin. I'm just going to go ahead and let that settle into my skin, and then we can move on to brows. So I'm very excited about this because apparently like Benefit's brow products are like a game changer in the industry. So I picked up a mini because I like buying mini Benefit products to see if the product's worth it, because they are a very expensive brand. I thought I might as well get my hands on a mini. So a mini retails for 195 rand. I just bought it off Superbalist while I was buying some other stuff. So I've got it in the shade 04, and this is what the bottle looks like. So when you open it, it comes with a nice little brush, and then it clips into the actual body of the bottle. And this is the Cabral Cream Gel Brow. So this is how much product you get. It's not a lot, but if you're wanting to test out a product before you go and commit to buying like a 400 rand bottle, this is a good idea. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. First I'm going to brush them up, and then we can go ahead and start our brows. Okay, wow, it's very creamy. So I'm just going to go ahead and define them. The brush is lovely. I feel like it's thin enough to get you that precision that you want. I like the color as well. I really like that formula. It was easy to apply. There's no like patchiness or anything like that. The brush is very nice. So I feel like you wouldn't really need a brow brush because it already comes with such a nice one. So if you're on the go, you don't need to like, you know, buy another brow brush. This is a very nice formula. Again, the brush just gets, it's like small enough to like really get in there. Really like the color. I love that it's cool toned. I just put my natural hair color is cool toned. When I put like orange tones for my brows, it looks kind of funny because it doesn't match. Yeah, I feel like you could go with a lighter hand if you really wanted to. But today I'm just doing a defined brow, so it is going to be a bit darker. But I'm just going to go ahead and do the other brow. And it has a very waxy kind of, I don't know, feel to it. So it really does keep your brows in place. I really do like the formula of it. I definitely feel like it is worth buying a full one eventually. I'm very happy with the pigment of it. This foundation has dried down now and it's very matte. So that's nice. I like matte foundations. I don't know if it's going to oxidize more, but anyway, let's move on to the rest of the face. I'm just going to apply some concealer to my under eyes. I don't have any new concealers to test out though, but then I'm just going to blend it out using my Eco Tools sponge. Okay, so that concealer blended out okay on top of the foundation. I just feel like because the foundation is a very matte foundation, it did take me a while to blend out the concealer, but it looks fine in the end on the skin. It just tugs a bit because the foundation is very matte, but yeah, in the end it looks okay, so I'm happy about that. I'm just going to finish the eyes. So for the eyes, I actually dipped into my Colourpop Take Me Home palette, which looks like this. The gold shade in this palette is actually unreal. I used just the shadow. I didn't put anything underneath it, and it is this pigmented and it is so lovely. Definitely one of my favorite Colourpop palettes that I've played around with in a while. So I'm probably going to be using this a lot more on my channel because that gold shade is so stunning. Okay, yeah, let's finish the eyes. So I'm just going to take some of this color called Popular Demand, which is this kind of cool toned, or I don't know, it's kind of in the middle. Just gonna place this on my lash line, and the brush that I'm using is, it's called a cupcake brush from Miniso. So it's one of the, I don't want to say new, but I mean it was new when I got there because I hadn't had it before. And I paid 50 rand for, no, 59, so nearly 60 rand for two of these brushes. So this is not really a first impressions, but they blend out really nicely. That's all I have to say. I actually really enjoy Miniso brushes. I have one other of their brushes, which is this kind of face brush, which I really like. But yeah, I really like how they fit in the hand. The handle's not so thin, it's not so thick. It's also really cute. I just don't know why they named it cupcake because it reminds me more of a unicorn horn, but whatever. So that's what the eyes are looking like done. Then let's finish off the face. So this gets me to the exciting part of the video. So a couple of days ago I ordered from Ofra. I ordered their 4 little mini liquid lipsticks just because I love the colors of Ofra and how it wears on the lips. Even though it doesn't dry down super matte, the color payoff is still really good and it lasts so long on the lips. I've eaten so much stuff while wearing an Ofra lipstick, and that shit doesn't come off, so that's good. But anyway, to the point of my story is I ordered those and I paid, I think, just under, because I have my own MUA code, I got percentages off that, and I only paid, I think, around $2.30, and then shipping was $99, so I got 100 rand off using my personal MUA code. And then I received this message that says, "Dear Bianca, I noticed on one of your videos that you really wanted this palette. I hope that it will bring you much joy. All the best in your makeup journey, Debbie Laurens." So Debbie Laurens is an admin of a group called Beauty Community Trade Plain Slay, and she's a makeup artist as well. She's also a photographer, and she is an amazing woman, and she obviously had been watching my videos. And if you guys don't know me, I say a lot in my video that I love Ofra highlighters, and one day I wish to have the big palette because it's a dream. When I'm big, I can't wait to have it. And then she actually bought me one, so I'm very shocked because this is a lot of money. This retails for 800 rand. So it's a lot for, you know, a stranger to give someone. I mean, I've briefly spoken to Debbie over the group, but it's nothing like personal. So when I received this, I mean, I was not expecting this. I mean, I'd bought lip gloss, I'd bought the lipsticks, and I was like, cool, my order's coming. And then I open this up, and then I find this gorgeous palette. So I was absolutely amazed. I literally wanted to cry. I couldn't believe it. So I'm going to be playing with this palette today. This is the colors. So how stunning is this? I love Ofra highlighters. They are so buttery. They blend beautifully. So in this glow up palette, you get a Beverly Hills full-sized highlighter, which is 10 grams, and then you get 4 grams of Star Island, Blissful, and Rodeo Drive. So I think those are their most popular highlighters, hence why they're in this palette. And the cool thing is that you can buy refills. So I already have a mini Ofra highlighter that I bought last November for their Black Friday sale, and if I finish any of these, I can just replace it. So you don't need to go and buy a full 800 rand palette again like most highlighters do. You can just replace it. And I also have a code, so if you are interested in buying this thing, which I think I haven't even used it yet, and I can already recommend because their highlighters are so good, I do have a code. I will link it down below, and you can get 20% off your order. But then that's not all. I actually also got a free bronzer. So again, guys, I only paid for the lipsticks and I got 2 extra products, so I'm really happy. So for the bronzer today, I'm going to be using this. I think they only have one bronzer. It says this is their blush bronzer format. So I'm guessing that you can use it as a blush on deeper skin tones and a bronzer on more of a pale skin tone like mine. So it is very shimmery. So I'm going to take just a tiny, okay, whoa, shit. A lot comes off your brush. So I'm just going to apply this to my cheeks. Oh, that's nice. That's very pigmented, and it blends really well. Wow, that's nice. I will say it's kind of, I don't want to say orange, but it's kind of a red undertone. But I feel like you can use this bronzer on quite a few skin tones. But yeah, that is very pretty. It's a lot more red than I would personally wear. I prefer my cooler tones, like my Benefit Hoola. But I mean, I suppose if you like, you know, going to a beach party or a festival or something where you want to look like a bronzy goddess, then this would probably work for you. I'm using it to contour, so that's probably why it looks so, like, you know, out there. But I'm pretty sure if you had to put this on top of your contour, this would probably look stunning. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit more and then use this on my forehead. So I think the whole point of a bronzer is just to make you look bronzed. But I am going to take a little bit of a clean brush and just gently buff, because that is very pigmented. It doesn't look extremely shimmery like it does on a swatch, but it is still equally beautiful on the skin. So I'm definitely going to play around with this and see what it looks like over like a normal contour as opposed to just a full on. So I'm gonna see how this actually photographs, because in this lighting it looks very harsh, but I'm sure when you're in like sunlight or something like that, it will look a lot better. But that is because the lighting is very, very harsh. It does look quite striking. But I'll keep you guys updated how it looks in normal natural light as well. Then I don't have a new blush, but I do want to use my Benefit one. This is the California. I got this for Christmas. And I'm just going to pop some on the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm just making sure to blend it in with my contour so that it doesn't look like a hot mess. Then I'm just going to take that clean brush again and then dust away any excess product. And all of the products are performing quite well on top of this foundation, by the way, so it looks like I didn't even set my face, and all these products are looking really, really good. Okay, so let's highlight. This is the most exciting part of any moment of my life. So I'm going to opt for more of a gold one, just because of the gold on my eyes. I really want it to stand out. So for my cheekbones, I'm going to take the shade, this is the shade Star Island. And then let's just rip off this mirror cover. This is always so satisfying, but it also breaks my heart at the same time. Ooh, that's so satisfying. Okay, so nice mirror that it comes with. I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush. That's what it looks like. And I'm just going to apply it to the high points of my cheeks. It is a lovely, like, it's a white kind of gold. It's not yellow. Like the one on my eyelid is a very yellow undertone, but this is very, very pretty. As usual, Ofra goes out of their way to make amazing highlighters. Then I'm gonna dip into this this one over here. This is the one Blissful, and I'm just gonna take it on the other side, and ooh, that's stunning. And then pop this down my nose and on the tip as well. That would look stunning as an eyeshadow actually. I think you would just have to go with a light hand because it is a bit dark. So, but I'm sure it will look stunning on deeper skin tones. Then I'm just going to take that same shade and use it to highlight my inner corner. That is, that's stunning. This would look amazing on deeper skin tones. Love that. Okay, then I think I'm gonna take the same shade that we used on the cheeks and just use that to apply it on my brow bone. I love white toned golds. Okay, then the new lipsticks that I got were from Ofra. So this is the original purchase that I had. So it comes with 4, but I am keeping one for a giveaway. So the 3 that I have, this is how cute they are. How cute is that? So I got the shade Charmed, Milan, and Unzipped. So I'm going to be putting on the shade Charmed, which is this lovely nude. And then I'll be sure to test out those other ones in other videos. So if you want to see swatches on those, I did put them on my story. All my social media is linked down below. So if you're interested to see what they swatch like, you could go ahead and head to my Instagram. So this is what the wand looks like, just a standard size. And then I'm just going to apply this to my mouth. Okay, so that was fairly easy to apply. Just like all my other Ofra lipsticks, their formula is rich, the texture is amazing, and they are very, very pigmented. Usually with some other lipsticks, I feel like I have to go in 1 or 2 times to try and get that pigment, but this is all with one swipe. So obviously it's going to dry down for a little bit, but let's just speak about the products that I did test out. So for the foundation, I won't lie, it's looking a bit dodgy on my nose area. So over here, don't know if you see, it's kind of cracking. I'm not sure why, but I'm just going to blend that in and hopefully it goes away. Then the brown products I really, really like. I'm definitely going to maybe one day invest in a bigger one. I just feel like my eyebrows are not gonna budge, and then if I do touch them, like nothing much comes off of them. So I'm pretty happy about that. I believe it's also waterproof and lasts for 24 hours. But yeah, so then the bronzer, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm not quite sure if I totally love it. But I feel like I would need to, number one, take a photo and see what it looks like, because I have a ring light on and it's white light, so it makes everything like a bit standy outy. So I'm going to play around with that, but I don't think for now I can give my final thoughts, because it's just one of those things where you have to test it out until you get like a real, well, let me just say, it's not as good as my Hoola bronzer. Like, the formula is really nice, it applies on beautifully. I'm not sure about the color. I'm not sure about the color. I will test it on like other skin tones as well. Maybe as a blusher on a more of a deeper skin tone. And then the lipstick, no complaints. I've used their formula before. I love them. It's just literally in different packaging. The highlighters, I've used them before. I love them. They're just in different packaging. So the only thing that I'm not sure about is definitely the foundation and the bronzer. But what I will do is I'll probably keep you guys updated on my stories, like the more I wear them and the more I kind of like see how they go. Don't hate the products though. I think they just need a little bit more of a, sorry, my camera died. Yeah, don't hate any of the products. I just think that the foundation and the bronzer need a little bit work from me on my side. But overall, I'm extremely grateful. So thank you so much to Ofra and Debbie for sending me those 2 products. And also the lipsticks as well, even though I bought them. Hey guys, I've just got back home and it is now 11 o'clock. So I've had the foundation on for about 6.5 hours. Just looking back, I think there actually might be flashback in the photos with flash. But overall, it's not looking bad. My oil hasn't come off that well. I mean, it hasn't like shown through, so that's good. It's very good at keeping the majority of my oil at bay. My skin doesn't look cakey anywhere else but my nose and chin area. So far I'm pretty happy with how the foundation is. It's my mom's though, so obviously I'm not going to be using it a lot, but I feel like if I need a very, very long wearing one, I will definitely dip into her foundation. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick update anyway. Lipstick is still good. I only had to touch it up once after eating a juicy oily pizza, but overall I thought I would just do a check-in while I'm doing a foundation review and all that kind of thing. So yeah, if you guys want me to test out any other products that I can get my hands on, let me know and I will definitely do a video on them. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and that you're having an amazing day so far, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.